Hey runners, how's it going? It's been a little bit of time since we started this one. Today is day 10 of writing. Working title of it comes and it goes. Couple things. First off, if you don't know it, the job market is terrible. And I've been out of work for a little bit, so well, we'll get that later. Much like Shirley Manson was talking about recently, the economics of music are terrible. So until something goes real big, there's not a lot of opportunity to make a lot of money. So I have to maintain a day job, and now I'm not doing that. So with that stress and the job search, which I hope concludes to something positive soon, the songwriting's been a bit slow, but have made some progress. I think the last time we talked, we had this little riff going, and that's where the song came from. Right? So I think on the tail end of that riff, there was an alternative going high. And I like that. I think I was originally going, but I've started just shooting straight to it on that last one. I'm really undecided on which one ends up. And then the second part was, instead of coming to the high note, started playing around with this bluesy sort of thing. And I think I ended up doing something that's a little bit more abbreviated, like, which seems okay. Now, I talked about this high part being pretty good for certain cues, right? So coming out of the intro, yeah. Coming out of the outro, maybe. Somewhere on either side of the musical bridge that I'm planning. I'm not doing a vocal bridge on this one, I don't think. It's just going to be like a little bit of a different musical interlude, if you will, with some soloing over the top. So now with that, we have our verse part, which was going to be chords based off the riff. I like that. This little bit, it's an A, I believe. High A. No. Well, whatever it is, it plays nicely. So I like that, but I found that where my original plan for a chorus was going to be using that. It felt like that was a little too bright for as cool as the riff was. Now, I don't mind a little, but sometimes that's the case where a little is a lot. Now, it's a simple song to begin with, right? We don't have a really complex arrangement. We don't have really complex chords. We're kind of reusing a riff during the whole thing, and we still don't have a lot of lyrics, but we'll get to the lyrics part in a little bit. So I needed to have a chorus that felt a little bit more gravitas, if you will. So I started kind of coming accidentally to just playing this bar. And that sounds kind of cool. So I'm like, oh, right. I think actually I was doing those three together. Yeah, I like that. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Okay, so. I think works okay. So we got our riff, we got our verse, and now we got a little bit of a chorus. Okay, what do we have for the musical bridge? Well, gone back and forth a lot on that, because maybe going to major chords would be nice, but that G just feels too bright. So maybe we do a minor, G minor. So maybe it's now I know I want this note. No. So I got to work on that bridge. I don't really know. I like the G minor bit. I was doing a little bit of a F to D minor, so it was like just feels too complex. I swear I've written that someplace before, so I don't want that one. And that's a big thing. You know, I talked about in the last version of all of this that when you're writing these things, you tend to have a couple of natural rhythms. So a lot of the times when I'm playing through, I'm just finding chords, the rhythm may be always the same, but it gets changed as we get the lyrics together. So don't worry about that too much. The other thing that happens after you've written a few songs is you spend so much time thinking about trying not to replicate somebody else's. And then every so often you start to go, wait, is that one of mine? And there is a little bit of a song I did, St. Simon Killer Returns, with the Runners a while ago. And I feel like there's bits of this, if you play the rhythm right, that kind of feels like, you know, some of that part. So I'm going to have to work that out and make it not be a thing. Now, lyric-wise, it comes and it goes. We had inspirational driving. It comes and it goes. Left me standing on the side of the road. I like those phrases, but couldn't figure out what the song was about. And then if you haven't checked it out on Netflix, there is a show called Encounters. It's about people talking about their alien encounters. And I love alien shit. So I'm thinking maybe this is an alien song. The last alien song, did with the Runners, was Radio Astron. And the idea behind that one was that all of those radio waves were pumping out into space to be able to tell the aliens that we're good people and where to find us, I guess. I don't know if that's so smart. The aliens in that song had heard the recording and thought it was an invitation to a party in Dwindley, Netherlands. So they were talking about how they're on their way. And that seemed pretty cool. I like, if we're going to do an alien thing, to do a little tongue in cheek and don't make it all hard. So I'm thinking this one might be a little bit about aliens and maybe alien abduction, but we're going to do it like they're bringing you to a dance. I'm thinking like dancing is somewhere in here. So we'll see how it works. Let's see how this comes together, and we'll just do that whole thing of blah, blah, blah until we find lyrics. So. Yeah, that's the part where we get hung up. Nope. I've figured that out. I don't know what the bridge is. But we've got a riff. We've got a verse, and we got a chorus. I think that chorus works okay. Feels like it flows. So what order they come in, I don't know. I like the riff recurring. It's definitely in the intro. It's definitely in the outro. It probably bookends whatever this bridge will be. And I think we're going to come out of the bridge into a chorus. So we're going to go intro, verse. I think it's going to be like 2 verses. And then chorus. And then we'll do our riff, bridge, riff, chorus. And then I think when we get to the next verse, we're just going to break up the rhythm a little bit. So rather than, right, we're just going to maybe like make it a little bit of a breaking rhythm for a second. And then we're back into the rhythm. And we might have a chance to be able to do one more chorus. I don't know. Gotta figure out how we end the thing. Maybe it's that. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this one. We're making progress. Hopefully that bridge comes together sometime soon, and then we're on to the lyrics. We got a couple ideas. Something about the side of the road, comes and it goes. Some kind of dancing aliens. I don't know. We'll see where we end up. Thanks for joining.